Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-dum, bum.
Everybody's going to be humming that come Monday morning.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be hearing it on the train,
Dun, dun, dun,
walking
dun,
the streets.
dun,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's another political
Sure.
cadence for January or February. Let's get February 8th, 2026.
February.
We're moving right along. Yeah.
My last 2 weeks at Disney.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's right. You're coming up. You're going to have to travel. You're going to be missing probably a couple podcasts coming up here.
Could be. Yeah, I'll be gone for a week.
Yeah.
Yep, and it's 2 weeks before I start my new job.
Yep. So
Great.
we're grateful to have employment, even if it's a latecomer. It's unfortunately, but it's good to have that in your hip pocket.
Oh yeah.
But it's been another 2 weeks of craziness. It's like, I got to tell you, I've stopped listening. I cannot listen to the president anymore. I just cannot.
It took you long enough.
That interview, I never did indulge too much, but I would, every once I'd try to get the news and see what he said and everything. But it's like any kind of sit down interview, press conference. I'm just like, why do we continue?
Time I watched him do anything live was the debate with Hillary Clinton.
Wow. Yeah, that's been quite a while. Where she wore the white suit and he like wandered around behind her, trying to intimidate
Came up
her.
behind her like he was
some
weird shadow monster.
Right. Those were the days. Those were the days when we still thought that perhaps it was impossible for him to actually, even at that point, maybe get into the White House. But
Russia, if you're listening, please find Hillary's emails.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But
seriously, dude? No. None of us believe you at all.
I have some, they're kind of scattershot, but I made some notes for over the last couple of weeks, some high points. Aaron and Will, you guys have contributed some notes and some input. So we'll dive in here. One of my first random things here is GOP Representative Barry Loudermilk is the latest Republican to announce his resignation.
Yeah.
And he's in a very
it's an unlikely part. Yeah, but if it does, that's big.
Right.
Yep.
If they could flip that would. It's northern Georgia. Doesn't seem likely, but we've seen some strange things in Texas recently. We'll get to that here in a bit. So his the unpopularity of the regime, it's kind of leveled off, but it's leveled off low. It's in between like 38 and 40%. There it is. That's intractable.
It's really dropped with independence this past couple weeks.
Yeah. And we continue to see Republicans demonstrate their disapproval. One of the things that happened.
They're definitely jumping off the ship like rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my problems, though, is the quitters.
Not me. I mean, when they quit for the right, if they make the right choice, I'm fine with it. But like for instance, just think things that don't seem all that earth-shattering. For instance, let's talk about the video they made the other day.
Hang on a minute, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Where they parodied let's wait for Will to come back. We'll pause it. But this video that they released, where they portrayed former President Barack Obama and First Lady
Michelle
as apes, which was probably the most racist thing any president has ever done.
Since the Civil War.
At least. Yeah. Since the Civil War. And Republicans came back strong on that one. Tim Scott, which is almost the only African American in his cabinet, from what I can tell.
And that was a surprise to me, honestly, that Tim Scott would actually say anything.
Yeah,
right.
Because usually he's rank and file.
Usually he's pretending to have a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. But And I mean, that was appalling.
Yeah.
It was absolutely appalling.
Completely unacceptable.
So it's good to see at least people from across the aisle waking up a little bit, but not necessarily. I don't think, it's a superficial, just a flesh wound for Trump, probably. It's a very superficial wound for him. It's not going to really stick. Right. He, of course, came out and blamed it on somebody in his cabinet that he didn't identify, but people are speculating it's Stephen Miller. Basically, hasn't been seen since then, but.
Yeah, and the other thing is the fact that he won't even bother apologizing for it.
Of course not.
No.
It's not his fault. No, he didn't do anything.
They asked him to apologize for it, and he walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, of course, Lindsey Graham is not going to have a change of heart or anything, or, any of his staunch supporters out there. But earlier in the week, one thing that really indicated that at least maybe the administration was getting some rabbit ears about it is they did do something about Minneapolis. They demoted Greg Bovino from his.
That's my problem. Demoted.
Right. It's a very
he's
soft
retiring anyway.
It means nothing. They're making him retire, but demoting him.
Well, they're assigning him to El Centro, but he says he's gonna just retire, I think.
Okay.
Right.
He would just want to.
And then immediately Tom Homan comes in, and it's like, pick your poison. Do you want the cosplaying Nazi Greg Bovino, or do you want the ham-headed thug mob boss Tom Homan?
Bovino really was cosplaying as a Nazi, wasn't he?
Yeah.
His coats and his haircut.
Yeah, because I was talking about it with a friend of mine, and he got mad because I referred to him in German, of course, as Die Gestapo von der Führer.
Yeah. But
I'm going to need a translation.
The Gestapo of the leader.
Oh, okay.
That's German.
Okay. I don't know that much German. Sorry.
Well, I tried to get Lisa to watch Nuremberg with Russell Crowe with me today, but it was no sale. She wouldn't watch that.
Excuse me.
So the memories of Greg Bovino
I'm interested in seeing it, just not right this minute.
Yeah. I'm like lukewarm on it. It'll be a slog probably, but I think, people should see that type of thing right now, just to maybe it will ring a bell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see the visualizations.
Watch the original Judgment at Nuremberg.
Right. That movie was actually highly regarded. It was really good. I saw a reel about it or something today when I was paging to it.
Oh, the Judgment at Nuremberg? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that.
But Homan did announce that they were going to withdraw 700 troops from Minneapolis, which is sort of a flash in the pan. That's really
They're going to redeploy them to one of 5 cities that Trump has in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And what are the 5?
He didn't say.
Well, he speculated that Springfield, Ohio would be one at some point.
Yep.
And
Sacramento's supposed to be on the list.
Yeah.
I don't think he's concerned with Pine Mountain Club. Probably got some friends in witness protection up here.
Right.
Probably.
But, I mean, that's pretty close to home. And I don't know. Somebody posted something the other day. I don't know how much or if we have any ICE presence in Cincinnati, but people speculate all the time. I see people taking snapshots out in the suburbs, claiming it's ICE, and I don't know.
Maybe they send in feeler teams.
They could. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible. They're sending in.
They're based in Blue Ash, 9875 Red Hill Drive, ICE.
Really? 9875 Red Hill Drive. Thank you, Aaron.
Sure thing.
I'll probably drive right past it. I keep expecting trucks.
That's their enforcement and removal operations field office location.
Huh. Interesting. So there probably is some truth to that. You know, you do
Good
see
news,
some stuff. Right. I work right in the middle of that shit. But
yeah, not very many of the newer employees you see are at.
Don't say where I work.
Okay.
We've already
Phillips
said too
Company
much.
in the factory speak English very well.
Yeah.
So, you know, those two things have taken place.
Got a bunch of media stuff this past couple weeks too. Between Barry Weiss on CBS News and the Washington Post laying off 300 journalists.
Right. You mentioned Barry Weiss. Did they hold this town hall with Erica Kirk this week, or was it the naming of Peter Attia like 2 days before his name appeared in the Epstein files? I know those two events happened, but I don't know I'm not sure if the Erica Kirk. You know why I don't know? Because nobody.
I don't know when the Erica Kirk thing was. I really didn't know anything about that.
Well, I know that Barry Weiss did hold a town hall meeting with Erica, and that went over like a lead balloon.
Yeah.
Like nobody's watching that.
No, and Weiss has caught so much backlash behind it.
What are you doing?
Cleaning something up. Get over it.
Okay. Yeah, she's getting a lot of deservedly so.
It's apparently been a month now, or about.
Right. Have you read anything? Have you read, like, she had this all hands on deck meeting with CBS News.
Oh, Barry.
Yeah, where she was trying to explain her vision, and she was very
pushing out journalism and pulling in opinion pieces.
Yeah, and exploiting social media, and kind of just shitting all over the models of the past, like those are not. And to me, it was like ill-defined. And I think
it's all they're doing. Ellison's doing what Trump wants. He's tearing CBS News down.
Right, but
CBS
she was an influence.
Basically became Fox News 2.0 now. I don't even watch CBS anymore.
Washington Post has no sports section, no Metro section,
nope,
no book section anymore.
Yeah, but back to Weiss just for a second. She's turning CBS into an arm of the regime. It seems like there's attempting to.
She's already an arm of the regime.
But she wasn't particularly successful as an influencer, right? I mean, she was in charge of some organization that like had subscriptions in the thousands, like 23,000, like compared to
the New Press or whatever.
Yeah. So it's kind of bewildering why they would hand, although not really. It's because they can pull her strings, I guess. They can get whatever the fuck they want done. But
the Free Press.
The Free Press, yeah. But it's
not Detroit's newspaper too, isn't there? The Detroit Free
Press? Detroit Free Press.
But that's a real journalism paper.
Mm-hmm. Well, moving on to everybody's favorite topic, the Epstein files. About a week ago, Monday, I guess. I think, or was it? It was right in the middle of some other mess that was going on, right? They were trying to sneak it in, kind of. What was going? There was another major news story that was going on. It probably was around Minneapolis or whatever, but Todd Blanche just out of nowhere announces that they're going to release 3 million more Epstein files, and that was it. That was all of it. There's really not anything that was necessarily indictable in the paperwork or anything like that.
You don't get to decide that. That's the whole point.
And that there's approximately
the nation's top prosecutorial lawyers. I think that is what he decides.
Oh, I don't care.
But I mean, he was mandated by.
No, the point is, Congress said no. There's a law. It's not just you.
True.
Right. The Epstein.
But what's indictable is
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, they are required to release everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they've been redacting the offenders and not redacting the victims.
Right. It's just. It's so depressing and grim. You really get worn down. We were here a year ago doing this, And I feel like there was a lot of energy about it, but I feel like we're kind of like war veterans at this point. we kind of been, we've kind of been through the.
I'm in my second tour.
Yeah. The deluge. Yeah, right. You're yeah, well, no, we all went through it. I mean, but the first, what he's getting away with now is like he didn't have the people in place or any kind of plan to do what he's trying to execute now. You know, it was just
made
a clown
for him.
It's like a marionette, a clown during the first. Anyway, so the Epstein, yeah, he still is. But the Epstein files had there's some developments. Brad Karp, who was a major attorney. Well, we mentioned Brad Attia, that was
named
hired
as a PBS News contributor.
Yeah, he was disgraced.
2 days before he popped into the files.
Right. And then there was Brad Karp, who was a very high-level lawyer that had dealings with Trump. He resigned from the prestigious firm that he belonged to. Didn't resign. He stepped down as chairman of the board of the firm. And I had, let's see, I don't think I wrote down the name of the firm.
Howard Lutnick.
Howard Lutnick very famously went on. Well, he was in an interview where he claimed that he met Epstein once in his house and saw.
Yeah, they were neighbors.
Yeah, right. But he claimed that he went into his house one time and never had any association with him. Turns out he flew down to Epstein Island, corresponded with him, and was deeply involved.
Once he found out what Epstein was all about, he and his wife decided to have nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
And then 6-7 years later, he's in emails arranging to travel to Epstein Island.
Right. Right. And of course, Bill Gates is kind of shamed by his involvement. He claims that he's ashamed now.
Yep, as a matter
I
of
believe
fact,
he's
his
ashamed.
ex-wife,
Yeah, she left as soon as she found out.
He has a lot of explaining to do, and she's distancing herself away from Bill even more now.
Yeah. So there's the continued fallout from that, but through it all, of course, nothing sticks to the president. You know, there's things that come out. There's kind of a disorientation effect from the volume of the documents that are coming out and what is actually testimony and what is not. You know, what is hearsay and these emails and stuff like that. But the meme that's been going around is that Trump has been mentioned more in the Epstein files, some 38,000 times, more than Harry Potter was in all of the Harry Potter series of books.
More than Jesus in the Bible, yeah.
Jesus in the Bible,
Yeah.
right. So, I mean, if you subscribe to where there's smoke, there's fire. I mean, clearly.
In flagrante.
Yeah. Can you hear her with her mic completely out?
In flagrante.
Yep.
I'm wrong.
And the thing is, too, behind all this, James Comer wanting to play politics and wants the Clintons in a closed door session when the Clintons said, why put it behind doors? Let's go public with it. What have we got to hide? Better yet, what have you got to hide?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so
there's one president's willing to go under oath.
Yeah. Well, you know, very well could be that Clinton comes out of this, you know,
perfectly
with
fine.
Perfectly fine, but also he could be perfectly
right
tarnished. You know, he could be.
He's fine. He's already been tarnished.
Yeah, but it's like.
Well,
the thing is, at this point, anyone that's mentioned in the Epstein files is tarnished, including
Steve
Elon
Tisch,
Musk.
Brett Ratner, Elon Musk.
Yeah, but I don't know if we're going to see it. I really don't think there's ever going to be. There may be a complete, you know, a complete picture of what happened there, but I don't think it's ever going to happen while Trump is in office. It's just they're going to continue to obfuscate or whatever. and it's just never going to get anywhere until at some point in the future. And hopefully after the midterms, when they can start leveling impeachments of people, and maybe, who knows?
Because Trump's been shall we say, trying to reinforce the troops, because he knows for a fact that if he loses the House in the midterms, the articles of impeachment are going forward.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's not a damn thing that Republicans can do to stop it.
Well, they can vote against it when it gets in. They need 75%, right? Or is it 2/3?
It's 2/3, and right now Johnson can only afford to lose one Republican in the House, and then it's game over.
Yeah. And that kind of leads to my next.
That's assuming somebody doesn't make a weird turn. If it was the Senate, I'd be worried about Fetterman or something,
Right. He's a loose cannon kind of Fetterman.
Fetterman needs to just retire. I'm sorry. After the stunts he's pulled, I've absolutely
the stroke apparently did have some effect on him. Yeah.
Who are we talking about again?
John Fetterman.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That kind of leads to my next item that I wanted to talk about, and that's this Save America Act. They're trying to ram through starting early next week. The Republicans want to get a vote on this.
Is that the voting?
They want Save America in place before the midterms.
Definitely before the midterms, but they're trying to get it. It's coming very soon when they're trying to force a vote. And this is where they're really trying to complicate the qualifications to be able to vote on election day, or in absentee ballots, where you have to like, let's say you're going to do an absentee ballot, you not only have to send in a photocopy of your license, you may have to provide a birth certificate or a passport. When you try to vote in person, they will only accept real IDs, not any kind of anything
They'll
other than a real
also
ID.
accept passports because it is an image of your real ID.
Right, but if you don't have these things, like it's complicated. Every little part of that is complicated, because if you don't have access to a photocopier or a phone or something, you can't even submit the paperwork that you need. First, and how many people have lost their birth certificate or have to go get a new one or whatever? I mean, it really dwindles the field of people that can vote. I don't know how they can calculate that's obvious, that's definitely going to work to their advantage, though. What do you think?
And also, if you look at it realistically, by having to provide a photocopy of your ID, they're basically gathering data.
Right.
They've been gathering data. I'm sorry, but does anyone not believe they're gathering data?
They're gathering data.
When you sign your name next to your signature,
they're raiding elections offices and demanding
next to the number of the specific ballot. Somebody knows who you are. Somebody knows how you voted.
Yeah, because Fulton County's already filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration to get back ballots that they confiscated.
Right. He's got this hairband. He can't get 2020 out of his brain.
Yeah.
He's convinced that the election was stolen from him, and he continues to fight for that. I don't know what he hopes
no
the game.
No matter what anybody says, he's not going to. Huh? Sorry.
Stop crinkling.
Sorry.
Thank you.
You're
giving me misophonia.
Yeah, Lisa's fidgety tonight. She's all over the place.
I am.
What's up?
I don't know.
You're getting tired of this shit too, I guess. She's feeling better, because if she wasn't feeling better, she'd be sitting there with her head down.
It's good to see you back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's back in action. But I quoted somebody from an article, and this is Eliza Swarney Becker, deputy of the Brennan Center's Voting Rights and Elections Program. This is a show your papers policy that would require something like a passport or a birth certificate to register to vote for the vast majority of people.
Or a birth certificate, and not just a birth certificate.
So it's
the first one passed the House, and there was so much backlash that it never made it to a vote in the Senate.
Mm.
And now they're working on the 2.0 version in the House, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's still not going to get a vote in the Senate.
No.
Did it even get
By
voted
the time
in
it
the
hits the
Senate, or
Senate,
did
it's
it
going to
get
be
voted
DOA.
down?
They never took it up for a vote in the Senate
At all. And the thing is, for a lot of states, the primaries are coming up in June.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, here in California, our primary is June 2nd.
Yeah.
That's coming right up.
I need to register. I need to fix my registration. I wasn't able to vote in the redistricting.
Oh wow, yeah, you got to get on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have to submit an absentee ballot, that'll probably go, into the garbage somewhere. But
No, everybody in California gets a mail-in ballot.
well, not absentee. What am I thinking of? Well, when we moved, I made the mistake of like reporting my new residence on that. There's some confusion when we went to vote. They said, okay, you can't have a normal ballot. You have to have a
provisional ballot.
What it is we bought the new house, but
I did the same thing. That's my
until
problem.
November 27th.
Yeah.
So because of that, we had already gotten our ID changed for our new address, but we didn't live there. We still lived in Norwood.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very, we hadn't reported it. So we ended up going to Hamilton County, whatever it is.
Board of Elections.
Yeah, Board of Elections. And they made a big deal about it. They acted like this was the worst thing in the world. And Philip is convinced our ballots were simply tossed in the garbage.
Well, yeah, the lady, there was a lady behind the desk that was just standing there glaring at us. I was like, man, she looks really, really sensitive.
Like we were up to something.
Like, yeah, like we felt like anyway.
Just happened to move at a weird time. Right?
Yeah, it was a weird time. Well, here's what it was. I thought
my sons were fine. They were able to vote. My wife is somehow registered at this address, but in the wrong county. Mm-hmm. And mine just says that status is inactive. And I don't know. This is the first vote I've missed in a long, long time.
Yeah, because I've been here in Carmichael for the last 11 years now, and I've been able to vote mail-in with no problem.
Yeah, it's moving and changing counties, something between the two of those.
Yeah. Well, here's what happened with us. I remember it now. We were going to move. I thought we were going to move a lot sooner than we moved. We bought the house in June.
Yeah, you had all that construction.
And they had all that construction, and they were slow as Christmas getting it done. We didn't get done till frickin' December. So I had projected that we got to be moved in by November, but we weren't. So
we changed our ID in like August or September.
Yeah. Anyway,
sometimes being proactive bites you in the ass.
Right. But Trump, the administration has actually demanded complete voter registration lists from every state and the District of Columbia.
Yeah, bullshit. 42 states pushed back.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean,
which ones didn't?
I imagine they're bright red. Texas, Florida.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you see the continuous unyielding efforts to do shit like this. People will say, like our friend Will Cooper will say, well, democracy is working. The law is working. Relax. This is really awful, but this, democracy will hold up. But I mean, this prospect of even one or two of these things to actually get through the firewall.
Will's right. We got to have faith in the process that it's going to stop him.
Yeah.
Can't give our energy to the other possibility.
Well, we can't act as though, you can't have a defeatist attitude. For sure. Yeah. But okay, so here's the next item. We found out that the murderer of Renee Good was John
Ross.
Pretty
soon.
I know
because my cousin's dad was John Ross.
So I think it's important. They want to have anonymity. That's understandable from their point of view because they're doing something that's illegal. But when we find out each of these instances, if we can find out who they are, then I think we need to get the word out, because these guys are probably, committed a murder. So we're talking about.
No, we're not encouraging people to go into this guy's house and take him out.
No, but we are talking
we're
about
not doxing him.
We're talking about.
We're just condemning him.
ICE agents Jesus Ochoa and Raimundo Gutierrez were identified as the murderers of Alex Preddy. So,
not going to anybody with a Spanish name work for ICE. I'm sorry.
That's a question for those men. I mean, yes, that did cross my mind.
That's almost as bad as the crinkling, Lisa.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Yeah, what is it? I'm going to hand over hosting to you. I'm kind of like I'm slugging my way through this tonight. I'm going to hand it off to you to have you host, I think.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Put the notes where I can see them.
Well, there they are, right there.
I can't see that.
Well, we're almost through those anyway.
Uh-huh.
So do you think it's an error to name those guys? Now to think about it, I was hell bent on doing it, but I was like,
I mean,
no,
we didn't.
If
say
you got the information, other people have heard it.
It's in the newspapers.
Yeah,
it's in articles.
Yep.
But I mean, there are I don't know what the legal documents are. There are provisions out there. They're trying to get the ICE agents to stop conducting their work under anonymously with the masks. They're trying to get rid of the masks.
Yep.
Because
the thing is, it was discovered that one of the members of the Proud Boys is a member of ICE.
Right.
I would assume all the members of Proud Boys are members of ICE.
And Oath Keepers.
Right.
Yeah.
There's been speculation.
9/11's probably a member of ICE at this point. Or January 6th. Sorry, wrong date.
Yeah.
Wrong disaster.
Yep. Like you question, well, how could he just blanket let everybody out on his first day? He was, I forget who had gone on and said, J.D. Vance said, he's going to be very vigilant about who he releases or pardons for January 6th. But the president just released them all. And at the time, it was like, why would he do that? Why would he not take the time to look at each case and do it case by case? And I think this is the answer.
Well, it gave him they're already his rabid supporters, and now they're his rabid supporters that owe him a debt.
Right. So it's so sick and twisted. I never dreamed. I mean, when I would read about Germany when I was a kid and stuff like that, and it's one of the things that was, compelling about it is the absurdity of it. It was like, this is so insane. This could never happen. This could never happen in America. This type of cult-like political fervor. But I don't want to carry that analogy too far, but I mean, you just never dreamed that the propaganda, the lying, the bold-faced lying, the sabotage, the what?
Arresting journalists.
Yeah. Scapegoating people. It's like, this is shit that the heart of darkness, this is Joseph Conrad.
Murdering citizens on the street.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just unbelievable.
It's 2 out of tens of thousands. And
right.
You get bad publicity.
Right.
Did you hear that?
And there are others that have died on the street from ICE, but they didn't get the publicity like these two did.
But in Trump's mind, if he doesn't see it on TV, it didn't happen. Because he's a TV addict,
And then he turns around and tries to tell us, don't believe your eyes.
Right.
I mean, earlier today I was reading a report.
Don't listen to what I say.
Well, I was reading a report that Trump is now talking about taking away tax exemption status from churches that talk badly about him.
If you're going to take it away from one, you got to take it away from all of them.
That's not going to fly, I don't think.
No.
And
no.
The Catholic Church is already against him. They're not
if you take
gonna...
the church support away from Trump,
Mhm.
you're really down to just the maggots.
Right.
Especially with the white evangelicals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are the same people who wouldn't care if you do it to others.
Yeah. Or
Because
if you fuck
they're
kids.
not expecting
Yeah,
him to come for
that's
them.
true. Catholic Church is pro kid fucking. They've made that pretty clear.
Pretty much.
Unfortunately, yeah, that's. Whew.
Well, but the current Pope is definitely not a fan of Trump.
No.
And
Presumably not a
removing
kid
the
fucking
tax
either.
exempt status from the Catholic Church,
Yeah,
even
good
the
luck
kid
with that
fuckers
one.
aren't going to be for Trump after that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Well, okay. I don't know if this is the lighter side, but this is probably not the biggest crime that he ever committed, but it's something that gathered a lot of attention this week. Apparently, the president suffered a accident during a press conference earlier this week. So let me go ahead and play that real quick here.
I love it when you play things like this.
Everybody get out of the room right now.
Yeah.
The short herd
Is that what they say?
around the world.
Yeah. Where is it? There it is.
On these new chemicals.
That's great. No, I hear fantastic things. Thank you all very much. We really appreciate it a lot. Thank you, Oz. He's doing a fantastic job. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, please. Thank you.
Mr. President, can you respond to the new Fox poll that says people think ISIS's tactics are too aggressive?
Let me play that again so you can hear the flatulence.
And has been able to keep up. We're going proactive on these new chemicals.
That's great. No, I hear fantastic things. Thank you all
There it
very
is.
much. We really appreciate it a lot. Thank you, Oz.
I didn't hear anything.
Well, you have to really, be
Is it right before the chair turn?
right. It's right. Yeah. Let me do it one more time here. So
Well, it's not the Zapruder film.
It's like it.
No.
You hear the flatulence. You do hear the flatulence if you're looking for it. But
Okay.
anyway,
I feel
Do you
like John
think-
Travolta in Blowout now.
yeah. Do you think that that's the case? You think that's what we witnessed there is an accident?
No, I think he shit his pants on purpose.
Just to get everybody out of the room.
Yeah.
That's why I say the short herd round the world.
Let's shut this down here. I know how to do this. I've been around the block
think,
before.
Somebody said that you can see a lady behind him like smell it.
Mhm.
Oh, really?
Look
That's
on
why
her,
she kept going like this.
Yeah. Well, it is kind of funny that people would be speculating about that, but it's also speaks to maybe his health. You know, is he really?
I don't think he's going to survive the term.
He sure seems to have gone. Like if you go back a year
we
from
can
now, when he was
Well,
on
yeah, that
campaigning, when he was doing his like pep rallies and shit like that, he was in much better health than he is now. And he's
Yeah,
really
he
kind
looks
of
like shit.
declined. Yeah.
I like when he makes up percents of how much he's lowering prescription costs.
Yeah,
500%, 1,500%, 1,200%, 1,800%, and of course 400%.
Right. It's like, okay, well, if I need some
950
cash, I know where to go, you know.
Are we adding up those percentages or are they for different drugs?
And I don't know, but over 100%,
Yeah.
they're paying you for the drugs.
Right?
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I know that ain't happening.
well.
At all.
All right. So,
They did launch Trump RX this week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not even looking.
do you know any of the bullet points for Trump RX?
He made a deal with a bunch of prescription companies to allegedly lower prices.
Okay.
In America.
It's so ill-defined. His healthcare plan is still just a concept of a plan, it seems.
Yeah, he's got no intention of coming up with a plan.
No.
Delay, kick the can.
If he's saying that giving every American $2,000 to pay for their health care,
That's just stupid.
that's essentially
Is that
telling
for a year or for a month or for...
for a year.
Yeah, it's premiums
That's
are
essentially-
more than that for a month.
If you're a healthy
Mhm.
young man or young woman and you don't have problems with your dental care or
Oh,
something
this
like
is to
that,
replace the Affordable Care Act.
then maybe $2,000.
To
Maybe you could
replace
get
it.
by on $2,000. But anyone who's actually sick would not be able to
No.
No.
get anything done.
So
for
they're
2,000.
trying to kill sick people.
If you've ever seen any bill from any hospital, $2,000 isn't going to get you squat.
No, that'll get you a visit by some intern or
And
something
get
like
you
that.
some lab tests.
Yeah,
Yeah, not even that much.
right.
Most
A
of
little
my
bit of
lab
blood
work, I mean, being on dialysis, I'm maxed out of pocket by the end of January, mid-February maximum.
Yeah, sure.
And then my insurance company has to pay 100% after that.
Well, finally,
So they don't love me.
they should. They know you.
Well, the thing is,
Thank
I
you,
mean,
honey.
nowadays you can't even really call it health care. It's more health maintenance.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Right.
how can healthcare make money if you're not sick?
Right.
Yeah. And that's why they've kind of lowered the qualifications for things like diabetes and the lowered the age. I'm sure they have medical reasons why they do it, but you're suspicious that all of a sudden the age for a prostate exam goes down from or colonoscopy goes down from 50 to 45 years all of a sudden, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah,
But-
but
And if you
do
get,
you think that's about? Oh, sorry. Will, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you got a pre-existing condition, you're pretty much boned,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's sad
Hmm.
because if you develop cancer and then you go and try to get health insurance, you're going to get rejected right off the bat.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's brutal.
Which the law is still in place right now, the pre-existing condition law, where you can't be penalized for having a pre-existing condition.
Isn't that
But,
the Affordable Care Act?
you what?
Isn't that part of the Affordable Care Act?
Yep.
I don't know if it was specifically a part of it or not, but I never looked into
I
that.
think it was.
They did around this
I
time.
believe it was.
Yeah, it probably was. But it's the only reason I ever considered changing jobs but then by then I'd been there 20 some years. So, I wasn't going to go somewhere else because I was in a good place. My management was great. So,
All right. So, well, the last thing I have is Taylor Remitz wins a special Texas Senate seat, a Democrat. That's very notable because Trump had endorsed that candidate.
Yeah, that was state senate.
Mm-hmm.
and that's Texas, a red
Yeah.
state.
And at the same time, the National House of Representatives, they flipped a seat in Texas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So those are all good things that are happening.
This is why, gentle listeners to Political Cadence, you should get involved in local politics because it starts at the bottom and works its way up.
Right.
And we've got a little over a year and a half.
Yeah, that's kind of the lesson that we got when we went to the Political Action Committee
Right.
meetings.
Mhm.
We were sitting there like, man, we're pissed off about Trump. We're pissed off about the federal government. Let's
And they're
talk about
talking
that.
about cleaning
And
parks.
they're talking about cleaning Mount Healthy and electing local officials and speaking.
Mhm.
It's really that's the level where you can actually have more impact.
It is. Think
You know.
globally,
And
act
I
locally.
did send messages to the local candidate that was running, and I didn't get a response for like 2 months. So after a couple of weeks, I quit looking for one.
Yeah,
So I completely missed it when she finally did respond 2 months later.
but she won anyway.
Yeah, she won. But
Yeah.
It's
All right.
it's like right now with the governor's race here in California. I mean, you've got so many Democrats running for office, and there was a bit about it on ABC 10 to where Republicans can actually try to take advantage of that
in what way?
because right now the Democratic field is so saturated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. 5 Democrats, 1 Republican. votes split 5 ways, the Republican wins.
Mm-hmm. Because me personally, I'm actually leaning toward Tom Steyer.
Mm-hmm.
Because of a lot of the things that he says, I mean, they make sense.
They resonate.
See the basic income tax guy? The flat tax guy?
Yep,
I think flat tax makes perfect sense.
Okay, so do we want to do the fuck ups?
And it needs to apply to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's already
there's some fuck ups that probably didn't make the list too.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, Aaron, I would be.
You can. How about this? After we do the fuck ups that Philip noted.
I'm not that fond of my fuck ups. So if you have some better ones, Aaron, maybe you can.
Today, it came out. Trump strikes a deal to allow $800 million in beef imports from Argentina, despite the fact that Republicans and his allies in the agricultural sector didn't want him to do that.
Okay, that's a good one. Versus, you give me one, I'll give you one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. For that, I'll say Barry Weiss naming Peter Attia at CBS News contributor as a CBS News contributor days before he was named in the Epstein files.
That's a fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
They're both fuck ups.
Yep. Well, which one? Barry Weiss naming
which one's more impactful or which one's more of a fuck up? It's always tough to choose.
I know, right?
Right. That's the dilemma.
The beef imports are going to fuck some farmers, so that's
bigger. Which he's already doing.
Farmers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say
so he's fucking the churches and the farmers.
I would say
and the kids.
Trump. I would say Argentinian meat. Or Venezuelan meat.
Okay, there's two votes
right the first time, Argentinian. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's not only going to fuck the farmers, that's going to fuck the economy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to drive the price of beef up.
Yeah.
Whereas nobody's watching CBS News anyway, so fuck them. So.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm with you. The beef, that's important because he claims he's a friend of the farmer, right? He's like, oh, I love my farmers and all this bullshit. But
yet still he turned around and told a black farmer, well, don't come to this meeting because we don't want you there.
Mm-hmm. All right. You got another one, Aaron?
I'm sure I do. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. Trump's interview with Tom Lamas on NBC. Where he said about the 2 people that were killed in Minneapolis. 2 people out of tens of thousands, and you get bad publicity. Nobody talks about all the murders that we're taking out of our country. Lamas interjected, but it was 2 Americans who died. Trump continued, we have the smallest trucks as an example. We've been very tough on the waters, and soon, pretty much overall. Lamas, sounding confused, said, the waters? And Trump replied, if you look at the waters where we knock out boats.
That's a good one.
No.
Yeah. Right. So, okay, for that, I'm going to give you Howard Nutlick being totally pantsed in the Epstein files after adamantly claiming he was yeah.
Me and my wife, we never had anything to do with him after that.
Yeah. So what you say, Will?
I got to go with Nutlick on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning.
Because, right now, again, anybody who's even just slightly mentioned by the Epstein files, now they've got a lot to answer for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Sarah Ferguson.
What about you, Aaron? Which ones you?
Yeah, Nutlick.
Nutlick. Okay.
Okay.
I'll throw one to yours just out of the charity of not the charity, but of spirit of sportsmanship here. but it's Nutlick. And Nutlick is moving on. I saw him earlier today. Trump did one of his plane rides where I saw him hovering behind him where they were doing those plane ride interviews and shit. And I was like,
what?
Dude,
okay. Well, do you have one?
Lower your profile for a second. What's that?
Well, the one that one that stands out to me definitely is that racist video of the Obamas
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, that's yes.
Okay.
That's a good one. That's Will's. So that's one of them. The Obama video.
Melania the movie.
Ah, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a
Very good.
tough one to pick between.
Yeah, we
Well,
didn't really
considering
pick.
that nobody gives a flying shit about the Melania movie anyway.
Yeah, who was it?
Yeah, but it cost $75 million, so it's not just a flop; it's a catastrophic flop. And the question
It's
is,
not a flop.
where did
She got
70?
paid like $28 million for that.
The movie's a flop. She got
The
paid.
movie's a flop,
She got
Yeah.
paid, and I'll bet you
except
he
in
got
Florida
paid.
and Texas. It's
I mean,
somehow,
what else
let's put it this way,
75,000
guys.
go to for a documentary?
it set a
Let's put it
record
this
for
way, guys.
non-concert film documentary movies, though.
Anytime you get the worst rating from Rotten Tomatoes,
Yep.
that's beyond a flop. That is an epic fail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although the critic rating is like low single digits, but the general people rating is much, much higher.
Like
Yeah.
how much?
It was like 80 or 90%. It was something ridiculous.
There's no way. That's bullshit.
They polled the people
Well,
who were watching it.
Anybody that watched it is already kind of in the tank for it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. They loved it. They wrote their reviews before they saw the movie. You know, they
If you're not into it, you're not going to watch it. You're not going to write a review.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm gonna go.
There was a Daily Show segment where Jordan Klepper was interviewing people that were going to the showing in Washington, D.C. A lot of people were flying in from red states and dressing up like it's the fancy
Premiere.
Gatsby ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was ridiculous. People are flying in from South Dakota for the big Melania event.
Yeah. I'd say it's a flop on a creative level. It's a flop really on a box office level, but they knew they weren't going to make a lot of money off of it. It was a big
They knew they're going to lose money on it. Yeah.
But they were bribing Trump. Who's the Amazon? The Bezos?
Bezos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was him.
Yep. Same guy
Donald
that just
Trump.
destroyed the Washington Post.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
quite a 2 weeks for Bezos.
Right. I'm going to go with the Obama video though because of the tangible, offensive racism. It was just spectacular racism that you've never seen from a president before.
It's triggering a lot of great pushback too.
Yeah, blatant, probably a better word. Yes.
Yeah.
What about you, Aaron?
Well, it's not as blatant as when he said in that Playboy interview that he doesn't want black people counting his money. He wants people with yarmulkes.
Yeah, that's double. That's terrible.
Yeah,
truly offensive.
So I already knew he was a complete racist. I forget what the other one was.
Melania versus the Obama video.
As far as proper fuck up, it's gonna be the racist post.
Okay.
And I have to go with the Obama video as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's the Obama video.
Yeah.
Well, Obama didn't make the video. We shouldn't call it the Obama video.
The
racist Trump video.
The racist Trump video. Moves on. And then our final matchup. Lisa, do you have one? Or Aaron, you got one?
Yeah. It came out that just before Trump took office, the Emirati royal family bought a $500 million stake in his Trump's cryptocurrency firm, sparking concerns over a potential conflict of interest now that it's been reported. I think it was reported yesterday by Wall Street Journal.
I heard crypto's going this month.
Bitcoin particularly, yeah.
Bitcoin is really taking a shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll counter that. Or
imagine investing in money that's not based on anything and it just disappeared. Yeah, well, thank God what's coming to him.
Right. Well, I'll go with the arrests of Don Lemon and Georgia Fort. That was a really bad move. I think that's going to blow up in their face.
I agree.
They have no substance to the charges, and it's just wasting taxpayer money and shitting all over
the charge was like disrupting church services.
Yeah, well, all it has to do with the clergyman was a ICE agent, but
Mhm.
or ICE leader. But how do you vote on that one, Will?
I have to go with the arrest of Don Lemon.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, me
that's
too.
if you need any more evidence of suppression of the press, here it is.
Yeah. All right. So we got our final four. So we're gonna have to hit it pretty hard because we're almost at the end of our time here. The first
Trump
one.
beef versus Argentinian. Oh, Argentinian beef versus Nutlick.
I have to go to Argentinian beef
Yeah,
because
ditto.
again, that's going to affect the economy like none other.
Yeah.
I mean, you take a look at beef prices already. I mean, it's ridiculous. I
Go
mean, here in
vegan.
California, you're paying damn near $6 for 2 pounds of ground beef.
Right. Well, and the fact that he's fucking over the farmers too.
Here in Cincinnati, we were just looking at $6 ground beef for 1 pound.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why the chili that we have cooking for tomorrow is turkey.
This is a good matchup. This is like a good AFC conference game matchup.
I'm going to agree with the guys, although I do want to say, okay, I'm going to say that word. You say that's what she said.
Okay.
Nutlick.
That's what she said.
Okay. I had to. Sorry. But I do agree with the Argentinian beef being more of a problem.
Yeah.
I don't care who Nutlick is or where he ends up.
Right. That mostly is his ball game.
It's just embarrassing for him.
Yeah.
Ball game.
Nutlick.
All right, we got 2.5 minutes.
Yep. Okay. Here we go.
Racist Trump video versus arrest of Lemon and Fort.
They're both pretty
I'm gonna go
blatant.
arrest
racist
of Lemon
if you
and
ask
Fort.
me.
The attack on the United States free press. Yeah.
So,
and especially because, was she free press or is...
yeah, she's independent
no,
media.
okay.
Yeah, both of them.
So they're both free press, and
So-
especially attacking the free press.
So, like,
Let's stop saying the free press because that's Barry Weiss's thing.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So it's a 2-0. Will, where do you stand?
They had it before
Honestly,
she did.
I'm still going to go with Obama with the racist video. I mean,
the thing is, everyone knows he's racist. He's been racist all along. The only people who are low IQ are the African American.
All right,
people.
we got less than 2 minutes, but I'm going to make it a tie, unfortunately. So
okay,
I'm gonna go with you, Will. I'm gonna go with because I think that this is really could have an impact. But okay,
if I thought it would have an impact on him, I would agree.
I
do not believe
rock,
that's
paper,
true.
scissors.
1, 2. Okay.
Okay, so it's
right. Racist Obama.
Yeah.
So, Argentinian beef versus Obama as a racist.
Obama's not a racist.
I mean, you know who I mean.
The racist
video, but Trump's racist
a
video.
racist.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
The video.
Okay.
I'm going the beef.
All right.
I gotta go beef too.
At one of the Trump casinos in Atlantic City, they used to clear the floor of all the black employees when he and Ivana would come walking through.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna go with the beef.